Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we tell the stories that Hollywood doesn't want you to forget. Today we're going deep, really deep, into the life of a man who has fallen from buildings, slid down poles covered in live Christmas lights, jumped between moving buses, and literally broken almost every bone in his body. And still gets up with that trademark smile and says, "Cut! Let's do it again." Imagine this. It's 1985. You're on the set of Police Story. Jackie Chan is 60 feet up on a 3-story shopping mall balcony. Below him, a pole wrapped in hundreds of glowing Christmas lights and a fake glass roof. The director yells, "Action!" Jackie grabs the pole and slides. The lights explode. Glass shatters. His hands burn to the bone. He dislocates his pelvis, breaks his spine in 2 places, and still finishes the take. That's not CGI. That's not a stunt double. That is Jackie Chan. And that moment changed action movies forever. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Because today we're doing the full, no-holds-barred biography of Jackie Chan. From the slums of Hong Kong to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. From being called useless to becoming one of the highest-grossing action stars in history. We're talking 150-plus films, over $6 billion at the box office, injuries that would end any normal career, secret family drama, and why at age 72 he's still planning one last death-defying stunt. This is going to be long, detailed, and packed, with stories you've never heard before. So grab your popcorn, maybe a first aid kit, and let's begin. Born Chan Kong Sang on April 7, 1954, in British Hong Kong, on the glamorous Victoria Peak. But don't let the fancy address fool you. His parents, Charles and Li Chan, were political refugees who fled mainland China during the Civil War. Charles had once worked as a secret agent for the nationalist government. When the communists took over, the family changed their surname to Chan to hide and started from absolute zero. Dad got a job as a cook for the French consul. Mom cleaned houses. They lived in a tiny servants' quarters behind the mansion. Young Kong Song, born in Hong Kong, was the only child, and money was so tight they could barely feed him. At age 7, his parents made the heartbreaking decision that would shape his entire life. They moved to Australia for better jobs and left their son behind in Hong Kong. They enrolled him at the China Drama Academy, a brutal Peking opera school run by the legendary master Yu Jim Yuan. This wasn't a normal school. This was military boot camp mixed with circus training, mixed with child labor. Wake up at 5 a.m., train acrobatics, martial arts, singing, acting, and weapons until midnight. Beatings were routine if you messed up. Jackie later said the training was so harsh that some kids ran away or tried to commit suicide. He stuck it out for 10 long years. There, he became one of the famous 7 Little Fortunes, the school's elite performance troupe. He shared a bunk with 2 boys who would later become his lifelong brothers in film, Sammo Hung and Yuan Biao. They called themselves the 3 Dragons. They performed on the streets, in theaters, anywhere they could earn a few coins. Jackie learned to flip, spin, kick, and take hits like nobody else. He also learned discipline the hard way. Master Yu once hung him upside down by his ankles for forgetting lines. But that pain forged the unbreakable will we see on screen today. In 1971, at age 17, Jackie finally joined his parents in Canberra, Australia. He lasted 1 semester at Dixon College, then dropped out to work construction. A fellow worker nicknamed him Little Jack, which became Jackie, and later Jackie. He hated the cold weather and the boring life. He missed Hong Kong. He missed performing. So he flew back and started knocking on film studio doors. His first gigs were as an extra and stuntman. He worked on Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury in 1972, getting kicked across the room so hard it looked real because it was real. He was in Enter the Dragon as one of the henchmen Bruce Lee kills. He doubled for other actors, took falls, got punched, and learned every trick in the book. Producers noticed this skinny kid with the big smile who never complained no matter how dangerous the stunt. But they still saw him as just a body double. The useless one, some called him. Then in 1976, everything changed. Producer Willie Chan signed him to Lo Wei's studio and tried to turn him into the next Bruce Lee. They gave him the name Chung Long, becoming the Dragon. They made New Fist of Fury, a straight-up copy of Bruce's style. It flopped hard. Jackie looked uncomfortable doing serious, intense kicks. Audiences didn't buy it. Lo Wei kept forcing the same formula. Jackie was miserable. He was broke again, living in tiny apartments, eating one meal a day. But then two directors took a chance on him. In 1978, Yuan Wu-ping cast Jackie in Snake in The Eagle's Shadow. For the first time, Jackie got to be Jackie. Goofy, acrobatic, funny, using everyday objects as weapons. The movie was a massive hit. 3 months later came Drunken Master. Jackie played a mischievous young Wong Fei Hung who learns drunken boxing. The film broke box office records. Suddenly Jackie Chan was the biggest star in Hong Kong. He was only 24. He used his new power immediately. He directed his first film, The Fearless Hyena, in 1979. It made a fortune. He broke his contract with Lo Wei and signed with Golden Harvest, the biggest studio in Asia. In 1980, the young master smashed even Bruce Lee's records. Jackie was now officially Hong Kong's king of action. But he wasn't satisfied. He wanted to do something completely new, stunts so crazy they had never been seen before. In 1982, he made Dragon Lord and started experimenting with long, continuous fight takes and real danger. Then in 1983 came Project A. This is where the Jackie Chan stunt team was officially born. Jackie directed, starred, and choreographed. The opening dock fight is legendary, but the real moment that made history is the clock tower fall. Jackie hangs from the hands of a giant clock 60 feet above the street. He slips, crashes through 2 awnings, and slams into the ground on his head and neck. He fractured his skull, dislocated vertebrae, and still finished the movie. The outtake is in the credits. Audiences went wild. Project A made Jackie an international sensation in Asia. 1985 brought Police Story, still considered one of the greatest action films ever made. The final mall fight is insane. Jackie slides down that electrified pole, burns his hand so badly you can see bone in some shots, crashes through glass, breaks his back and pelvis, and keeps rolling. He needed surgery but refused to stop filming. The movie won every award in Hong Kong and proved Jackie's formula: real stunts, real pain, real comedy mixed in. So the audience laughs and gasps at the same time. He kept raising the bar. Armor of God in 1986. The tree jump where he fell 40 feet onto his head, fractured his skull again, and had a brain hemorrhage. Doctors said he was lucky to survive. He has a permanent hole in his skull from that one and has to be careful about head injuries ever since. Operation Condor, Police Story 2, Drunken Master 2. Every film had at least one stunt that should have killed him. Let's take a quick detour into the injury reel because it's almost unbelievable how many times he should have died. Project A. Neck injury, spine damage. Police Story. Pelvis dislocation, 2nd and 3rd degree burns on both hands, broken back. armor of God, skull fracture, brain hemorrhage, hearing loss in one ear. Who am I? 60-foot fall from a building, multiple fractures. Rush Hour 2, broken nose and cheekbone when a stunt went wrong. The list goes on. Dislocated shoulders, broken fingers, cracked ribs, burned skin, electric shocks. Jackie has said he's broken almost every bone at least once, yet he still performs his own stunts. He says, if I use a double, the audience knows it's fake. I want them to feel the danger. By the mid-90s, Hollywood finally noticed. Rumble in the Bronx, 1995, was his big American breakthrough. No dubbing, no heavy effects, just Jackie being Jackie. The film opened at #1 in the US. Suddenly, studios wanted him. Rush Hour in 1998 paired him with Chris Tucker and became a global phenomenon. The chemistry was magic. Jackie's English was still shaky, but his physical comedy needed no translation. The film grossed over $244 million. Sequels followed. Shanghai, Noon with Owen Wilson mixed Western and martial arts perfectly. But Hollywood also tried to change him. They gave him big-budget movies like The Tuxedo and The Medallion, where he had stunt doubles and green screen. The magic felt missing. Jackie has openly said those years were frustrating. He went back to Hong Kong and made New Police Story in 2004, darker, more dramatic, and proved he could still carry a film without the comedy crutch. In the 2010s, he reinvented himself again. The Karate Kid remake in 2010 with Jaden Smith showed a more serious mentor side. He voiced Po's dad in Kung Fu Panda, Mr. Bing in Mulan, and even joined Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem in 2023. In 2025, he returned for Karate Kid Legends. At 72, he's still doing fight scenes that younger actors won't touch. Now, let's talk about the man behind the myth, the personal life that rarely makes the headlines. In 1982, Jackie married Taiwanese actress Joan Lin. They have one son, J.C. Chan, born 1982. Jackie has admitted he was an absent father, always filming, always traveling. He raised J.C. with strict discipline, the same discipline he received at opera school. In 2015, J.C. was arrested in Beijing for drug possession and spent 6 months in jail. Jackie publicly said he felt he had failed as a parent. He cut J.C. off financially for a while and made headlines when he announced he would donate his entire $400 million fortune to charity instead of leaving it to his children. But there's more. In the late 1990s, Jackie had an extramarital affair with actress Elaine Ng. In 1999, she gave birth to their daughter, Etta Ng Chok Lam. Jackie acknowledged the child but has had almost no relationship with her. Etta has spoken publicly about feeling abandoned. She struggled with drugs and homelessness at times and has criticized her father for never being there. Jackie has said in interviews that he regrets his mistakes but has tried to make amends through charity work. He and Joan are still married today, a testament to her incredible forgiveness and strength. Away from the cameras, Jackie is a workaholic, a philanthropist, and a businessman. He has the Jackie Chan stunt team that still trains new talent. He owns restaurants, clothing lines, a movie studio, and has produced over 100 films. He's sung dozens of theme songs in Cantonese, Mandarin, and English. He's released albums and even performed live. Forbes named him one of the top 10 most charitable celebrities. He's built schools in China, funded disaster relief after earthquakes, and supports children's hospitals worldwide. In 2016, he received an honorary Academy Award, the Oscar he always dreamed of. He cried on stage, thanking his parents, his wife, and every stuntman who ever took a hit for him. Politically, he's been controversial. He's praised China's government on several occasions and has said that sometimes individual freedoms must be limited for the greater good. That has cost him fans in Hong Kong and the West, especially after the 2019 protests. But his fans separate the artist from the opinions. They love the man who risks his life to entertain them. As of 2026, Jackie is still active. He's 72, but looks 15 years younger thanks to that opera school training. He's filming new projects, mentoring young actors, and still doing at least one impossible stunt per movie just to prove he can. He recently said in an interview, "When I can't do stunts anymore, that's when I'll stop. But I'm not there yet." So what is Jackie Chan's real legacy? He didn't just make action movies funnier and more dangerous, he changed the entire industry. Before Jackie, heroes used stunt doubles and hidden wires. After Jackie, audiences demanded authenticity. Every Marvel hero doing practical stunts, every parkour chase scene, every one-take fight, they all owe something to the guy who slid down a pole on fire and smiled for the camera. He took the serious, deadly serious kung fu of Bruce Lee and added comedy, heart, and humanity. He showed that you can be the toughest guy in the room and still be the clown, the underdog, the friend. He proved that an Asian actor could headline massive Hollywood blockbusters without changing his accent or his style. He opened doors for Donnie Yen, Jet Li, Michelle Yeoh, and every martial arts star who followed. And most importantly, he showed the world what raw, stubborn, never-give-up determination looks like. From a 7-year-old boy abandoned at drama school to a global icon with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and the Hong Kong Avenue of Stars, Jackie Chan lived the ultimate underdog story. Every broken bone, every scar, every time he should have quit, he turned it into entertainment that still makes millions laugh and cheer decades later. So the next time you watch Police Story or Rush Hour or any of his classics, remember that really is Jackie hitting the ground at 60 miles an hour. That really is Jackie burning his hands to the bone. And that really is Jackie getting up, dusting himself off, and asking, "Did we get the shot?" That's why we love him. That's why he's immortal. If you enjoyed this deep dive, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button, drop a comment with your favorite Jackie Chan stunt or movie, and share this video with any friend who needs a dose of inspiration. We're doing more full-length biographies like this every month. Who should we cover next? Bruce Lee? Sammo Hung? Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. You're the reason we can keep making these epic videos. Stay safe, stay awesome, and remember, if Jackie Chan can survive 47 near-death experiences and still smile, you can survive whatever life throws at you today. I'll see you in the next one. This is your channel name. Signing off. Take care, and keep chasing those impossible dreams.